Small YouTubers, all right? Volume negates luck. I'm just gonna be dead ass. Like, this is a big truth when it comes to YouTube. Because some of you guys may be like, you know what? Quality. But what is quality? Tell me, what is quality? But I can for sure tell you that if you do create videos long enough in your niche, soon enough, you're gonna become better and better. 10 times better than when you started. So whatever quality may be, if you can define it to me, you're gonna pretty much give yourself all the chances to become better. All right. So this play button is easy to get. It's easy to get, but volume is also important, because if you just go by the law of quality, which nobody really knows what it is, you can give yourself like so much time to chill and I don't know, brainstorm, or I don't know what people really do that actually like, simply swear by the law of quality with their time to make them feel like they have given the best quality. Because in a sense, it feels like to me quality is something that it's hard to grasp, because sometimes somebody will say, you know what, I've spent so much time on this, damn, it's damn good. And then when I look at it, I'm like, yeah, you spend much time on it, but I don't find it good. A good example is that, when it comes to video editing, that's a good one. I've had like, many different editors work for me, and it's always amazing to see how they all believe to have, very high quality standards. And I will give the same video to all different 4 editors, right? Just trying to pick which one I'll work with long term. And they will deliver the videos in different times. One will deliver in like 6-7 hours. The other will deliver like 1 day later. The other will deliver like 1 week later, and the other guy like 1 month later. The guy with 1 month later, I think he spent so much time, and because he spent so much time, that's definitely like a super high quality. Same as the guy will deliver like 1 week in 1 week time, And now the guy that delivered like in 6-7 hours, his version was crazy, really good. And now it's surprising to see how the guy that delivered the fastest, he had the best version of all the videos, the best version. And he could have even like changed this or that based on my feedback, and still deliver faster than the others. But the others felt like they had worked a lot, and they had maybe they felt like they had really given their all, and they definitely had the best quality for sure. That's what they thought. But it comes down to this guy that delivered fast had been editing way longer than the rest. So because he's been editing way longer and way more videos, he was able to edit the video very fast, and yet very good. Meanwhile, the others were like still like figuring out what to do here and there, and it just took them a lot longer to decide on the key decisions on how to edit the video. And also, even when they knew what to do, they probably like needed more time to execute. Meanwhile, the other guy already knew what buttons to press, how to edit with a certain pace, and how to filter certain things out. And everything was just so second nature because of the amount of volume that the person had already like put into editing videos for a long time, and a lot more volume. So sometimes I even like have these issues where, not issues, but these scenarios where I would simply give a video to an editor, and they will be taking much time, and I'll pretty much just do it, sit down and edit myself because I've been editing for so many years. You know, yes, I may not edit this video because I don't want to edit this video. But my goodness. Now I need to stop this video. Now, you know what? Stop it. I wanted to simply restart, but I just remembered to myself, I said to myself, on this channel, I will just be authentic as I can be and do one take. And if I make mistakes, just let them be. It's human. And if anything, I think as the AIs roll in and get better at making videos as well, stuff like this will actually make you guys know it was a human, unless they also program the AIs to make videos where they make mistakes and stutter. Anyways, so sometimes I will send videos to an editor and actually they'll be taking too much time, and I'll just sit down myself and edit. And I'll be done quick, better. Just why? I have just edited so many videos. Like, I've edited like over 2,000, no, not 2,000, let's say at least, yeah, I would say close to 2,000 videos or even more. For sure, yeah. And you can imagine, with that much volume of edits, you get better, you get faster. And I think that can apply to content creation. Because in the beginning, I think nobody really knows what quality is, for real. Don't really know. And it can become a reason to procrastinate. You know what? Higher quality. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it today because you know what? The weather is not that good, so tomorrow we're gonna have more sunshine and this and that. We're gonna have better shots, higher quality. You know, so quality can be a good way to start procrastinating if you haven't yet put in the volume, the amount of work, the hours to actually be able to define what quality is. And yeah, I mean, I definitely respect those that really know what they mean by quality and they actually don't use it as an excuse, because those are professionals. They understand we are not simply pushing this, you know, further into tomorrow because of because we don't feel like doing it today. They're actually just being very intentional, and that's something else. But I think for the most part, most people in the beginning stages need to put in more reps. You know, the more you film, the more you edit. The more you film, the better you get at filming. The more you edit, the better you get at editing. And also, the more titles you write on YouTube, you get better at writing better titles, you know. The more thumbnails you create, you get better at making better thumbnails. So it just goes hand in hand. And the more you talk, the better you get at talking. That's just it, you know. Even if I just stuttered a little bit earlier, still, I used to stutter 10 times more. Every sentence was literally me stuttering in the beginning. I couldn't even speak the first couple of months when I bought my camera. So, in a sense, the more reps you put in, the better you get. And today I'm shooting right now my 6th or 7th video right now today. So, just to show, like, more reps. And even on this channel, as I upload this video, you're gonna notice that the views are still very low because we are currently I would say we are currently on February 19th, 2026, and it's been my first month of me teaching on how to grow on YouTube. My first month. And like I already showed you guys in the beginning, I got other channels that are very successful, and I sometimes even show you guys some insights on other videos on how many views I got there and whatnot. But I have put in the hours, you know, to grow the other channel and other channels that I have. And I do long form. I don't do short form. I don't do like this short form, quick, 100,000 subscribers, channels with like just short forms where you just like, want to just show you guys, hey, I got a play button, but not all play buttons are the same. There are channels with like millions of subscribers, only short form. They don't earn anything, right? So now, even on this channel, I'm gonna upload videos on pretty much all topics that you can cover that you can cover when it comes to growing on YouTube. And I'm gonna do that at a good pace and raw, because that's my style. That's my style for this channel. It's like just being raw, more like a podcast. You get to actually know me a little bit of how you could speak to me in real life, because that's how I talk here. And I got my own little hit list. I don't just talk, I preach what I do. So let me make sure you got something, okay? So, by the way, this is one of my channels, where I have like over 100k subscribers, and I have other channels as well. And even on this one, it's only when I started like, creating videos and uploading consistently for a long period of time, non-stop in one niche, that I actually grew. And it took me like, a couple of months, 6 months, like start growing crazy. And within like 9 months or something, I crossed 100,000 subscribers. So it was very fast. So when I locked in and was consistent for a very good amount of time, everything went actually very fast. But the craziest growth was like 7 months in when I locked in. But the 3 years previous before I locked in, I was jumping around. I wasn't seeing any growth, and I wasn't really consistent, so I couldn't really see any momentum getting built. And my point was just that this new channel I'm building right now is in the niche of coaching, right? Coaching on how to grow on YouTube, based on my experience, and also 10 years of experience on YouTube, and also based on the fact that I also in real life coach very big companies in the hundreds of millions of yearly income, where I give them a strategy, a game plan, and I coach them on how to grow. And I sometimes even get into their companies and work with their team to help them grow well on YouTube. So I'm giving you guys my knowledge for free, pretty much. Now, I will also make sure I cover all topics when it comes to growing on YouTube within my niche. I can always get back and redo a video and make it better. I will use my style, impose my style on YouTube, just me talking straight, raw. But I can always next year do a version 2.0, a 2026 version of every topic, and make it better than last year or than this year. Maybe I decide, after watching my watch time and whatnot, I realize maybe I should rather edit the videos because it's way too low. It could be something I decide to work on in the future, and actually start editing a lot more as well on this channel. For now, I don't feel like editing. I don't want to edit. I want to simply impose my style. But I could decide to change my style in the future and start editing and do a version 2.0 of every topic. I could do that. But I will first of all make sure I cover the entire foundation of everything you need to know to grow on YouTube. In terms of information, you should have everything on this channel, like everything. Now, in terms of who edits best, or who make the videos in a way that it's more with more examples, somebody else out there may have those videos, and I do have a lot of my competitors on a list where I already know what videos to make, what they've done, what videos are out there which are most likely let's say the most watched ones. I do have all of them, so I have to make sure I simply know who are the top dogs in the league. What were their best videos? Why were those videos their best videos too? And is it a topic that I must talk about? If yes, I hunt them down. You need to hunt them down. You need to hunt your peers down in your league, in your niche. It's very important that you do that. And it's just like a sport, you just do what you need to do. And of course, after you do it in your way, in your style, because in their style, they all edit like crazy. Like they will say one word, and next thing you know, there's a picture, there's a video, there is something, a graph, whatever. So they edit like crazy. So that is their way of teaching. I just prefer to simply be like this. And I have my own reason behind it. I feel like, long run, I will have more of a community of people that are really interested in actually growing on YouTube for real, because when you edit crazy, you can even get someone that is not really actually interested to really grow on YouTube to watch halfway through, which will actually make you, perform better on YouTube, which is good. But I think those that can also like sit and just listen to you talk, almost like in a podcast sense, they are a bit more serious because you don't even have to like, retention hack their brain to watch your videos in a sense. But you need to make sure that whatever topic you have in your niche that can be made, do that. Do your ABCs. I just call that ABCs because if you have a niche, especially in the information space, there are the FAQs, the frequently asked questions, You should definitely start by making sure that you answer all the FAQs. Do that. And then you graduate on that and do other topics and do other things. But no one should ever come and search for an FAQ in your topic and not find a video of you. That's very important. And it's also good for the algorithm to simply know what you are talking about. It helps the algorithm just simply be able to understand your niche and understand your audience and understand, who you are targeting faster, a lot faster than if you just simply started by uploading videos with very unique titles, never been used or seen before on YouTube. Those can always come, but you want to help YouTube understand best what your aim is. That's very important. And when you want to start with this volume game, you shouldn't be, spending, months searching for topics. You should know this is my niche. These are the top dogs in my niche. These are the frequently most asked questions. You lay them down, make a list. Check every title on the list. And then afterwards, you will have enough time still to be able to be making those special videos where you may be the first one to even talk about those in your niche, With that being said, guys, volume negates luck. Put in those numbers and make sure there is no excuse for you not to win. You're gonna win. Sky's the limit.